recording now, sir. Right.
Good start.
Okay, boy. Good start, eh? Right, hello, I'm SOH Vengeance, leader of, well, one of the leaders of SOH, and I'm here with one of my other leaders, Tramp on Chips,
And
and an
the
ODST
unborn
Maddie.
fetus.
Okay, boy. We are going to be giving our opinions on what is wrong with the community, starting with Tramp on Chips.
Dude, I'm playing Skyrim,
Yeah.
man. Come on, I'm concentrating.
1v1, MLG,
Right,
football.
hang on. What did you say? What's wrong with the community? Right,
Yeah.
first of all, there's fucking autists, like fucking shadow directors, that have a clan, don't even use their members, get some random scrubs to do the work for him. They will never go against any clan in like a fair fight. They have to sit and fester on their fucking OP maps, their OP raid bases. They have no skill, and yet on his bio it says he's never lost a raid or war, even though we've beaten him like 5 times. The fucking Down syndrome. And there's a lot of clans like that, so they definitely ruin the community. As for like the sad cunts that change their name to like fucking John 117 or that bollocks, they're not too bad, but it just annoys me when you've got people as like Spartan gamer tags, but they're generally shit. Makes no sense. People think just because they change their gamer tag to a fucking Spartan gamer tag, they think they're instantly better at the game, when it's just not the case. That's I could say many more things, but I'll be here all day.
No, go on, might as well. We have all day to record, so.
Yeah, fair dues. Other things wrong with the community. I don't think there's not enough clans. That's one thing. Not like there's people who play the game, but people don't. There's not many people that go are in clans anymore. I'm getting bored of clans because no other clans will go against us. Apart from the same clans, RSL they'll never turn on 8v8. But there's only so many times you can face one clan before you just get bored. So clans are set up. One of the main reasons to be set up is to do clan battles and go against other clans. That's the fun of being in clans. Clans just don't do that anymore. I think what you did actually, Joe, when you set up a 4v4 tournament, even though I don't like MLG, I think it's for fucking two-piecing spastics who can't shoot a DMR.
Mule.
No, I'm only joking. No, MLG takes some skill, just not as much as fucking Bloom. I like to have Bloom in my DMR. And I don't like people who two-piece as well. That just sort of ruins it for me. But yeah, it was actually a good idea. I think we should do an 8v8 one. Should be pretty good. I think you should do an 8v8 one. And even a raid one. I think you should have set maps. So everyone's checked over them, so they're not OP. Because all people do nowadays is sit on fucking maps with gorsogs. Yeah, go have some maps and check them over and have a raid tournament. The good clans in the community, I'd say, are I like Nav Spec War. I get on with Nav Spec War. They seem pretty sound. Yeah, they're not that good at the game, but I know they change their gamer tags. I know, but that's up to them, I guess. But they're respectable. They'll actually do raids if they have the people on. I mean, fair enough, they don't do big team battle because they're not competitive, but at least they'll do raids. And their raid bases, they are fair. They are fair raids, which is what I like about them. But yeah, just basically have more clans involved, more clans actually doing stuff and going against other clans. And these I think the community should have actual official raids rules that everyone should follow. Because clans are claiming victories, and they're not even legit.
I assassinate your leader.
For example, right, a BK clan will just come over and say, oh yeah, we've won 100 raids. If someone says that to me, then doesn't really make a difference. It doesn't change my opinion of them because raids can be easily won because there's no set rules for them. Not really, anyway. Right, the unborn fetus. Would you like to contribute?
Hello guys, and I suppose after Trump's opinion you'll be wondering about mine as well. So what I'm going to say is, on my opinion, I basically think that the community is too diplomatic. That's my honest opinion. People try to sort things out through talking, through sitting down, having massive fucking governments and shit, and all. It's Why? What's the effort? It's ridiculous. People go like it's even fact that like the governments go around saying a dictator is corrupt because they're a dictator and stuff like that. Nothing really makes a clan corrupt. It's just they have their own way of leading, and it's up to them how they lead. It doesn't matter how, unless they're causing problems for you, you shouldn't really be bothered, kind of thing. It's like, I mean, yeah, that's all it is. Is people generally just disrespect other clans because they want to run their way rather than not yours. That's what it is. The majority of the community just think they're mint because they can play raids, when generally there's not that much skill involved in raids. To a certain degree, I think raids take skill, but not to the major degree. The community needs some sort of like set raid rules if they want to do raids, because you get all these shitty little clans going around going, oh, we won, we assassinated your leader, or oh, we won, you had half an hour to take the base and it's fucking surrounded by modern shade turrets and falcons and shit. Or even like little squeaky clans go, oh, we won this raid because like we got spawn killed or something like that. That's like the stuff that people come out with for raid rules is retarded. That's the general problem I have with that. Besides, like the general clan overall. If you look into like the government, they're the ones causing problems because they're like, oh, we should try and stop all wars and have all clans at peace. And it's like, no, you don't want all clans at peace. You want all clans to have. You don't want. Nah, this is going to be honest here. I don't want all the clans to be fighting. What I think is clans should be professional about things. So they should get together, leader and leader, discuss what's going to happen, then arrange it and go and do it. Because when we ask for a raid, we don't like say to people, "Oh, go and set up," and all that. And we just charge in. We're not like that. We go to people and be like, right, we want to see your base. We look at the base, we examine it, we set ourselves a time limit to take it, and we say we want the raid to last this long to them, and it's up to them if they agree. But generally, if they don't agree and they say some bullshit like, alright then, but you're not allowed DMRs, and there's like no way of killing people from long range, then that's when we're like, no, you're gonna have to change that. Or if they've got an OP base where they've got like one entrance in where one person can get through and they've got a tank watching it, then they should have that sorted out as well. Like, that's people just think the mint in the community because they have OP raid bases and they can't fight fairly. The community should be based more on what the clans were originally designed to do: have clan battles, compete against one another. Not a lot of this. Like, the military is fun. I do enjoy the military side. It's just the fact how serious people take it. They don't do it for fun. They do it for the fact of festering in their lobbies because they're that serious about winning that they'll sit in a raid for God knows how long just to win. If people want to prove who's a better clan, they'll play them in all elements of the game. They'll play them in 4v4, 8v8, raids, stuff like that. See, SOH have asked loads of other different clans about clan battles, raids, and if we ask clans for like a clan battle, they'll be like, we don't do competitive, we are military. But then if you add them as a friend, you'll see them searching on matchmaking with like full lobbies and shit like that, and you're like, why? The idea of like Halo Reach is to play the competitive. If Halo Reach was designed for raids, you'd see a matchmaking thing called a fucking raid. You wouldn't see like BTB, Team Slayer, Team TAC, or any of them catch the flag, anything. You wouldn't see any of that if it was about raids. It'd just be raid. So that's my main thing, is that people don't do clan battles. They know because they don't have that good players and they cannot train properly. They can only do raids because they're only good at teaching people how to climb or run at a base in a straight line. They can't physically out DMI you or use any physical form of skill within like an open field on fair terms. See, people look at the military community and go like, they've been put off it now. That is why the Halo community is dying, because people take raids too far and too serious. That people are that sad enough to sit in a lobby for God knows how long just to get a win. And the fact that people do that just proves that they're sad. People say, oh, the Halo community's gone dead because all these major clans have gone. No wonder they've fucking gone. You've just drowned them of everything that was good of the community. The competitiveness, the military fun. Not the fact that, like, military can be competitive. It's like, what's more military, right? To a team of 8 charging at a base with OP weapons and people not going to move from a spot on that base because they're sad, or people who have even weaponry and have to charge at each other and actually use tactics within a field to obtain map domination. What do you think takes more military aspects? The fact that you have to use tactics, teamwork, to actually hold a part of the map which is not defended by anything besides what you have, and they have the same. But then all the military people are more than say, oh well, they spawn closer to power weapons, they spawn closer to this fucking hill point or whatever. And it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's about the tactic you use, right? People have different tactics for different things in different parts of the map. You can't just assume because they spawn you spawn closer to some people say the MLG maps. I have to admit the MLG maps are the most fair. People spawn evenly on the other side. When I've heard people say, "Oh, well, these spawn close. Blue team's got a closer spawn to power weapons on Sank or closer to camo, and red team's got a closer spawn to sniper," they haven't. They're even spawns. People just say that as an excuse because they don't want to generally play it. And a majority of military clans do that. And anyone who denies it is actually a fucking idiot. I'm literally being serious. The military clans are not fun no more. They won't sit down, they won't be respectable. The ones that do are the really old ones, like now Spec War or something like that. They'll sit down, they'll have a nice conversation with you, they'll arrange things, they'll agree, they'll set terms with you, they'll be fair. Other clans will just be like, no, we're not doing that. No raid rules. Or they'll say stuff like, you're not allowed to spawn trap on a raid, and it's like, how else are you meant to take the base? Just what? So I'm going to use Shield of Shadows for example. They kicked a few of our guys from a raid before because apparently we were spawn trapping, which is against their raid rules. And the thing that makes the community bad is the fact that people just join raids without even discussing things prior. People don't arrange things; they just join and think, "Oh, well, we'll set up on a raid base and we'll invite them and we'll just spawn kill the fuck out of them because we're awesome." And it's not that point. You're just proving that you're bad by doing that. And by doing that, the rest of the community will look down on you. And the fact that the majority of clans won't do competitive, such as 8v8s, or even 4v4s, is because they're military. Or if they are military and they do have a 4v4 team, usually it's some random fuck-off sweats they've got. And I'm meaning no offence to people here, but DGA done this and so did Highcom. We knew that like DGA members were DGA members. We knew who Highcom members were, and they still got these 4 random people out of nowhere to play for them and get a win because they can't do it. It's not the fact that like you've randomly just gained loads of sweats into your clan, or the fact that they've just randomly joined you for a day to play in your clan battle. That's just bullshit. You can't train up your own members. Start learning to train them up properly, because that's what's ruining the community. The fact that you're teaching other people how to be sad at the game, that is what's ruining it. Everyone now is training people to sit in lobbies and fester for as long as possible until they win. They're not training people to strafe, they're not training people to DMR, they're not training people to use weapons in different ways, or be good at them, or show advantages, or tactics for certain clan battle maps, because it's all about raids. It's not about anything else besides raids now. And that is my opinion. So, if you have any problems with it, leave a comment. If you have anything against it, yeah, leave a comment, whatever. I will reply to you. Any trash talk and I'll trash talk back, so try not to start yourself.